Talk about this viral woman, this woman that went viral for putting fake tattoos on her toddler, barely a year old. And she thought it would be a good idea to do this, and she's been getting backlash for it. But I don't think she cares. I think the point was to get attention, and she's using her son to get that attention. See, this is where we are nowadays, okay? People are trying to figure out any type of way to go viral. Even putting fake tattoos on their toddler, dressing them up like Kodak Black with their hair, their dress style. This young boy doesn't even have a chance. Children should be able to be allowed to be children. The mother, no matter how thirsty for attention she may be, shouldn't do this. You know, people will say that, you know, me speaking on this is me trying to get attention. No, this is me bringing attention to the fact that you single mothers who are raising your children are out of control. You're out of control. This is absolutely ridiculous. But she ain't the only one. There's a lot of women like this who dress their sons up, their young toddler, newborn, even their newborn, dress them up just like the men that they like to date. And they think that this behavior is normal. This is not normal behavior. So every time I get an opportunity to show the world how a lot of you women are raising your children and you wonder why these males grow up the way that they do, you have all the evidence here. So this is according to The Sun. A tattoo-obsessed mom has been slammed for putting fake ink on her 1-year-old baby. Shamika Morris, a fashion designer, first started putting temporary tattoos on her son, Traylon, when he was just 6 months old. But critics are accusing her of raising him to be a gangster and a thug. That's exactly what she's raising him to do. And y'all can say whatever you want. Listen, it is known that women dress their sons up. We've all seen the pictures. They dress their sons up like the men that they date. They dress their sons up like the men that they date. Look at the men that they date and look at how they dress their sons up. These women will go out here, and I seen this comment somewhere, I can't remember where. These women will go and they will sleep with men and get pregnant. And once that man has dumped them, they will then try to mirror how the energy of the man that they slept with, they will try to mirror that energy with their sons. So they will raise their sons and dress their sons up to basically mirror the men that they are attracted to physically. And then we wonder why these young boys is having children when they're teenagers, why they're running through females when they're teenagers, while they're sleeping with older women when they are barely 18, 19 years old, or even before that. It's because they're being raised to be adults. Instead of allowing kids to be kids, they're being raised to basically be adults and mirror adult behaviors. She often shares pictures of her baby on social media under the name Nugget World 561, in which he is covered in tattoos across his entire body. She told Truly, "I get a lot of backlash. People say I'm raising my son as a gangster or thug. They're not even used to seeing a baby with tattoos. When I was 8 months pregnant, I did a maternity shoot with my brothers at a tattoo shop. I got bullied on social media. All the comments were negative. People were saying my baby was going to be born with a whole bunch of tattoos. He's going to have skin poison. It was crazy." Well, I'm not for telling people how they should raise their children, but you have to understand when you put this stuff on social media, you're going to get this reaction. You're not going to get, now there are going to be some people that are going to support you, but there are people who are alarmed because this society glorifies thottery, slurs. They glorify street dudes. They don't glorify the man who works hard, stays out of trouble, doesn't womanize. We don't uplift that. We uplift the stereotypical black male, especially the stereotypical black male and the stereotypical thought. That's what we uplift in our society. So people are seeing what you're doing with your 1-year-old and they are alarmed because society, we have enough of these males trying to be rappers and trying to emulate that lifestyle or be in the streets, right? So that's why people are alarmed. It ain't because of you personally. It's because of the fact that we should raise our children to be children first and allow them to have a childhood, not raise them up and to the point to where once they're teenagers, they think they're grown. And now her son Trey is born. She often gets targeted by trolls writing comments, including that he's going to get shot down in the streets or she is raising him for prison. I don't know about that, those comments. I would not want to make those types of comments because I don't read the future, but he's off to a bad start. He's off to a bad start. And he's definitely not going to have a chance if she's doing all these things. You have to raise your children to respect themselves. You know, again, this could be her trying to, because I believe he has his own social media. I think that the little one has his own social media, I believe. She's trying to get famous off her son. That's what it looks like to me. Shamika from West Palm Beach, Florida added, the backlash has been horrible. It hurts my feelings because I know I'm not a bad mom and I get called all types of names. It's crazy. However, she says she doesn't care because this is the lifestyle that she enjoys. Of course. But understand that you're going to justify what those people are saying if you don't understand that your children should be children and not some caricature on your social media to promote yourself. Because ultimately that's what it's for, is to promote herself. I mean, look at how she looks. You know, anything for attention. She adds, if you're judging someone off a 30-second video on social media, that's your business. And what you say or think about someone isn't going to determine what they're going to be in the future. I don't know about that, because we've seen women and how they raise their children, and years later, those children are living a certain lifestyle. Now, it could be both ways. You can have people who, you know, raise their children in the suburbs, and you know they hate the privilege that they had, quote unquote, and they want to go be in the streets. So we can't just say that one way is gonna have your children into, you know, a certain type of criminal lifestyle or whatnot. But this ain't good because you're putting him on social media. So you're going to have to live up to the following that you're trying to utilize your child for, right? That means you're gonna constantly have to put posts of him with the fake tattoos on there. What happens when he gets older and older? Gonna have to continue that until the point to where he's getting real tattoos. Shamika, who has racked up more than 319 followers on TikTok, insists that Traylon loves the temporary ink. Of course, you're marking up his body. He probably finds it to be humorous. He's a toddler. Like, what are you talking about? As if he has any say so anyway. You're showing him attention and affection. You're taking pictures with him. You're basically, you're doing things with him. Of course he's gonna enjoy that. He also has his own walk-in wardrobe. Has his own walk-in wardrobe, which is filled to the top with outfits for the toddler, as well as over 150 pairs of shoes. What I tell y'all, man, she's basically raising her son to have a shoe, to basically be into fashion, to be one of these, another one of these fashion males. What is a toddler gonna do with 150 pairs of shoes? I told y'all, she's basically raising her son to be just like the men that she dates. into fashion, into tattoos, into rap, into making TikTok videos. She's trying to go viral based off of her son. 150 pairs of shoes for a toddler. As if he's gonna be doing a whole ton of walking. I don't know, maybe he walks. I haven't seen much of any videos. But what happens when he gets older and he can't fit those shoes anymore? What happens when he can no longer fit those shoes? What are you gonna do with all them shoes? Like, seriously, all the outfits that you bought him, when he gets older and can't fit those anymore, what are you gonna do with them? And it's different when you're an adult and you have a bunch of shoes. You can wear those shoes. But when you are 1 year old, let's say in a couple of years, when you can't really fit most of that stuff, what then? I tell y'all, they're raising their sons to be like the men that they date. She concluded, my opinion of being a great mom is being their cheerleader, being their go-to person, being their best friend. Well, listen, maybe she is a good mother. I don't know, but this is not a good look. I'm sorry, it's not a good look. It makes you look very thirsty for attention, and this is why people say what they say about a lot of these single mothers. Where's the father? Where is his say-so in this? I would never allow my wife, because I don't think she's ever been a wife. I would never allow my child's mother to do this. You know why? Because I don't want that mentality ingrained in my son. I don't want my son to be an attention seeker on TikTok, especially when he's that young. We already got too many young people with tablets and cell phones. You know how many young kids operate cell phones and tablets and computers? They're more tech savvy than most adults. Giving them social media. I know. Listen, you may be a good mother, but you got to understand the effects of this. You're going to have to keep this up. To continue this that you're doing, you're going to have to keep up this behavior. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll see y'all next one.